My name is Joanne Carswell, and I'm thrilled to talk to you today about Agile Business Analysis. Just to give you an idea of who I am, I have been in the industry in the IT software development life cycle, including Agile and Waterfall methodologies for over 15 years. I'm a certified Scrum product owner as well as a CBAT for business analysis. I have my Six Sigma Green Belt. I have a computer science degree and a master's in software engineering, and I have taught and presented at multiple conferences across the North America. Why Agile Business Analysis? Well, Agile is not a new methodology. Agile is a methodology on how to develop software. And when you actually look at the Agile Manifesto, you will find that it leaves out many complex issues like governance, analysis, reporting. It just does not address those. It addresses how to deliver software. Therefore, traditional business analysis will not work. Traditional project management will not work in Agile. In fact, business analysis work does not go away just because a company is shifted to Agile. And the need for project management, for keeping track of where projects are, what's been spent, what resources are dedicated, that doesn't go away either. And many times we see project managers get transitioned to Agile with one class of training, and then they're expected to lead the transformation. We see business analysts get transitioned into Agile teams and not given any more training. Many companies, because of this, are implementing Agile, but not receiving the benefits that they expect. So this whole movement to Agile, when we think about Agile as it contrasts to Waterfall, now I'm not going to read you this whole slide. I'm just going to pick out a couple of things that may resonate with you. First off, we know that Agile is a change-driven approach, whereas Waterfall is plan-driven. In Waterfall, as business analysts and as project managers, we do a lot of planning up front. We attempt to get all of the requirements mapped out to begin with. Now, the problem with that is at the beginning of the project, we know the least about the project. Agile gives us the ability to develop, discover, and deliver more software over and over and over. And those cycles of delivery, if you will actually give you more information and discovery that allows you to create a better software product. Planning cycles in Waterfall are full life cycles. Different types of planning and different types of analysis in Agile. And then really the best summary here is that Agile is iterative and incremental, whereas Waterfall is all before any. So you got to have all of the requirements before you can produce any of the code. And again, in today's changing, fast-paced world, it's very hard to have a year-long project still be relevant by the time the code is ready to be pushed to production. In order to practice business analysis in Agile, a perspective shift has to occur in the analyst and the project manager. You have to let go of the idea that you have to have all of the requirements up front, and your shift has to be for value. And we spend a lot of time in Agile 101 talking about that. So, common pain points. Are you ever unsure why your implementation of Agile isn't returning the rewards that were promised? Are you ever worried why your teams are not acting cohesively? Do you wonder how to build quality into your user stories? That can also manifest as user stories having to be rewritten or re-explained to the teams. Are you worried that your product owner is over-allocated and having trouble keeping up? Or concerned because productivity seems to have decreased rather than increased, as measured by actual code being developed and deployed. Now that might lead you to wish that there was a set of tools and processes that could help empower your teams and report to leadership the results. You might wish that you could infuse more quality and collaboration into the user stories for your Scrum team. And you probably have wished on more than one occasion that you could determine how much is the right amount of documentation for Agile work. The answer to those issues is Agile Business Analysis. Per the IIBA, business analysis is the practice of enabling change in an organization, in an organizational context, by defining needs and recommending solutions that deliver value to stakeholders. Notice methodology is not mentioned here. Business analysis is needed in any methodology for software development. Agile business analysis is the practice of applying that BA discipline to the Agile methodology. Now, it includes legacy techniques that you'd find in Waterfall, perhaps with just a slightly different implementation to them, as well as new Agile techniques in order to break down work for Agile teams in the most efficient way. It also must include the shift in thinking for Agile. So what's the value proposition for Agile business analysis? Well, our Agile with business process management approach solves issues that those traditional Agile implementations don't address. It provides tools necessary for analysis work in Agile. It will actually create the framework for your business analysis or your business analyst to support those three main roles in Agile: product owner, Scrum Master, and team member. And Agile business analysis will improve the quality in your epics, features, and user stories. So who should be interested in Agile business analysis? Well, the short answer to that, executives and leaders, you will find this interesting because you will discover how to get more from your Agile implementation. You will actually have questions about why you're not getting the benefits you should answered. Product owners, you'll be interested because it aids in writing epics, features, and user stories. We talk a great deal about putting quality into user stories. And it's an opportunity to better understand MVP, minimally viable product, a key concept and a radical difference from Waterfall. Business analysts, you'll be interested to aid in your transition to Agile and to allow you to better contribute to your Agile teams and organization. We've found Scrum Masters, Kanban leads, and project managers find the ability to fill the gaps on Agile implementation, and this allows them, Agile business analysis allows them to handle day-to-day issues that arise in the Scrum teams. And finally, developers on a Scrum team will find that this program allows them to better refine their work and deliver quality work within the most efficient timeline. By getting those business analysis, those Agile business analysis techniques and processes in place, you'll have the right tools in your tool belt for Agile business analysis. So what type of skills would we look at here? Well, you'll learn how to add value in Agile by applying solid BA techniques, again, legacy and new. So some you'll be familiar with, but we will talk about how do you change it slightly, or what are the changes that have to be made to implement those techniques successfully in an Agile environment. We'll talk about Agile terminology, and roles in the Agile methodology. We'll look at the business analyst in Agile. We talk a great deal about writing user stories and decomposing from epics to features to user stories. We'll look at analysis wall management, and we'll look at many other Agile business analysis techniques. So lots of solid skills, and again, the emphasis is to give you more tools in your tool belt. The benefits for business analysts and project managers are many. First off, a deep understanding of the thought process in Agile, including transitioning to Agile. We will talk a great deal about what Agile is and what it isn't, and how Agile business analysis fills in the gaps. We look at how to adapt business analysis for the Agile methodology. You'll benefit with knowledge and skills necessary to solution in the Agile environment. Definitely competitive advantage in the Agile field. You'll get the benefit of being able to empower your Scrum teams and increase delivery capacity while putting more quality into your stories and having less rework. And you'll be able to create more well-rounded Scrum teams by adding skills that are lacking. That will also add more efficiency to your Scrum team's delivery. So finally, to sum up the business case for Agile business analysis, well, it solves challenges in existing Agile implementations. It provides foundational skills needed in Scrum teams or with product owners. It creates epics, features, and user stories with quality built in. Agile business analysis enhances the Scrum team system by adding skills that are lacking, and it is definitely a big support to the product owner role. So hopefully you are interested in the Agile Business Analysis program, and I appreciate you listening to this part of the webinar. I'm going to send it right back over to you, Greg.
All right, Joanne, thank you so much. And I think in a nutshell, you know, if folks are looking to kick off their Agile efforts and trying to avoid common pitfalls, I think the curriculum that we've put together will be quite handy for those folks. If your Agile efforts seem to be stalled or they've come off the tracks, it's also equally helpful to regenerate the momentum there that's needed. And so, Joanne, thank you very much for that.